Hey everyone, welcome in. Welcome to Push Pull Leg Express. My name is Calvin. Let's get to a great workout, everyone. Okay. All right, hoping you guys can see me. If you have any questions, leave your comments in the screen here. We're going to get started with a nice, easy workout. We'll have some variations for you today for people of all fitness levels. So if you're just coming into the workout, you're just starting your fitness journey, we will have options for you. We'll do about 3 rounds with 2 different workouts each set until we get to our core. But before we begin, let's start with a nice warm up. Let's get our fitness watches turned on. If you use them, you can just use this as a generic workout. I'm just going to put mine under functional strength training. All right, so we're just going to start with a normal workout, with a quick warm-up, guys. And we're going to start jogging in place. So as we jog in place, we're going to shoot to bring our heels to our butt. If the jog is a little bit too much for us, just make sure that you can side tap and pull the arms. You're just looking to get our heart rate up. But for those of you that can jog in place, jog in place. Nice work again. Heel to butt, just so you guys can see the side view. Good heel to butt action there. We're going up to now high knees. Again, we can bring the intensity down by just jogging and marching in place. But if you are going to just bring the intensity down, shoot to have your hands up above the head, elbows in line with the ears or in front of your ears, not behind them, and just keep it up there. Otherwise, we're up one knee at a time. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Keep that big smile on your face. Just about 10 more seconds here, and we're going to go right into jumping jacks. We're going to shoot that heart rate up before we get to our good old workout. Right into our jumping jacks. All right, so when we hit to our jumping jacks, we can take the impact out of this move here by simply side tapping. Keep the arms over the head. You're still reaching nice and high, but just take the impact out of the move by removing the jump. Otherwise, for those that can, let's jump together. Just a couple more seconds here. Excellent. Big reach. Don't hold your breath there. In through the nose and then out through the mouth. Let's shoot for about 5 more seconds here. 3, 1. All right, so we're going to take a big stretch. So where you are, give your feet a good distance out from your hip. Big stretch, down and up. Hold at the top. Elbows lead the way back and down. Open up the chest. Exhale. Do that 2 more times. Big stretch, down and up. Hold it at the top. Big stretch. Elbows back and down. Last time here. We're going to hold it at the top here. Bring our feet in, walk our feet in just a little bit. We're going to lean to the left. We're going to lean to the right. And we're going to bring our hands, we're going to hug ourselves. We're going to go to the left or right, whichever one you prefer. And we're just going to wrap our hands around our body. Big, proud chest. And feel that stretch through our obliques and our lower back. We're going to release slowly, hands up to the sky. Bring it back across the body. We want a really nice warm-up, guys. We've got weights involved, so we're going to take our time to really get a good warm-up in. Perfect. Continuing with the warm-up, you're going to grab one of your small, medium, or large set dumbbells, and we're going to use it to stretch our hamstrings. Or you can use your kettlebell, because we need one of those today too. So, with your kettlebell, you're going to hinge from the hip, and we're just going to let that weight just hang. We're not dropping, we're not slouching our back, we're not pushing our tush out too far. We're thinking about a good stock. See how my back is nice and long, it's going up to the ceiling. So a nice long back, and we're just going to hold the stretch here for a little bit. Dip the kettlebell down to get a little bit more of that stretch in the hamstring, come all the way up. Breathe. And we want to get a good warm up on our legs, because we're going to hit our legs today, guys. And again, you can do this with your dumbbell or with your kettlebell. If you have your dumbbell in your hand, they're just going to be at your side, just like so, like you're carrying 2 suitcases. One more here, and we're going to get another stretch of the leg. Feel that stretch of the hamstrings. Squeeze those glutes, get a good glute activation. Come on up. Alrighty, guys. Perfect. Grab one ankle. So this is how we normally want to do the stretch here, right? When we're stretching our quad. Bring the knees together, like they're glued together. Push the hips forward and squeeze your core. Focus on one part of the room that's going to help you keep your balance. Breathing in. Also, they tell me if you hold your belly button, that helps with your balance. You go from here to here. So just press onto your belly button. Another couple seconds here. Step down. Swap the leg. Excellent. Holding the leg. Again, we're not coming here. See how my knees are not close together? We're going to bring the knees together. Keep the shoulders up, back, and down. Hold the belly button or press your belly button to help keep your balance. Otherwise, use a wall, use a friend. Alrighty, excellent, guys. I'm just going to adjust the camera here so that make sure you guys can see the whole room, get this really good workout in. Alrighty, so we're going to start our workout with our 2 dumbbells. We have 2 big movements. It's going to be a dumbbell clean and press to a dumbbell deadlift, and I'll adjust this a little bit more. Alrighty, guys, I'm a tall guy, so you're going to have to bear with me. So if you're new to this movement, clean and press, let's start with our smaller dumbbells. If you're familiar with this, we're going to go to our moderate to heavy ones. I won't ever tell you to pick up 20, 30, 45 pounds. Whatever you have in your home or whatever you have available is always going to be great for the workout. If you don't, you can feel free to use 2 cans of green beans or 2 water bottles, something that you can have in your hand, because it's all about getting the body moving. So to demonstrate the movement that we're going to attempt first is our dumbbell clean and press, and we're going to do several of these in a row. All right, so the body mechanics of this side, just go to the side. We're going to hinge from the hip, and as we hinge, we're going to drop squat, and then pick up our weight and release, okay? So it's going to be a small hinge, and then it leads to a pickup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a big 5-step movement. It's going to start with that little tilt forward, bend, press, catch, reset. That's it from the side. Again, when we shoot up, we're going to keep our elbows under our body and then bring our elbows back on top, okay? So again, from the side, a little bit closer. This is our clean and press. Bend, press, catch, reset. Bend, press, catch, reset. Let's do about 5 of those in a row. We have our smaller weights in hand. We're looking for stability in the motion. We're not arching or rounding our back too much. I don't want to see this. Long back as you hinge a little bit forward. So bend, press, catch, reset. Our knees are bent to help us secure the motion and to protect our body. 5 in a row. Let's hit it. 1, 2. We can say the words together. Bend, press, catch, reset. 1 more after this. Nice work. All right, guys, since we have moved it down, we're going to actually add it on to our next workout, okay? We're going to add it into a dumbbell deadlift. So again, if you have your lighter to medium weight, so we can just get the movement down, we'll combine the movements for our workout afterwards. We're going to hinge from the hip, just like we did before. Hinge, just like we did in the warm-up. And we're going to get a good stretch in our lower back. You're going to feel the work in your hamstring. It'll feel a little bit better. You'll feel more of the work once you guys have a heavier weight in your hand. But until then, just know that you're, trust me, and know that you're working your hamstrings there. So big thing, a big hinge from the hip, coming just like this. Nice and easy work. Hinge from the hip. Long spine, we're not rounding our back. We've got a long, good spine. Perfect. So let's do about 3 or 4 more. I'm just coming up to check the form. Shoulders away from the ear, long spine, just like so. Eye gaze is forward, hinging from the hip, standing up nice and strong. Alrighty, so if you need to, drop your weights, take a small water break. What we're going to do now is going to combine those 2 movements together. So we're going to go to the clean and press and to our deadlift. So I'll do it first. I want you guys to watch me, and then we're going to combine it together, and we're going to shoot for 2 sets of 12 together, okay? Perfect. So grab your weights. I'm going to use these 20s here. It'll help me stay nice and firm as I show you guys the movement. And I'll take a big step back. So we're going to do a dumbbell clean and press right into our dumbbell deadlift, alrighty? So eyes forward, just watch the motion again. As we do our clean and press, I'll come to the side. You guys can see in here. We're going to bend, press, catch, set, hinge from the hip, and then stand up. So 2-part movement. Okay, let's see it again. Bend, press, catch, set, hinge from the hip, and we're standing back up. Alrighty? So if you guys are ready, go ahead and grab your dumbbells with me. You can increase the weight if you'd like. You can drop the weight if you need to, but it's all about control and good form. So grab a weight that's going to allow you to stay in good form. We're going to shoot for 2 sets of 12, right, with this compound movement. So 1 clean and press, 1 deadlift with the dumbbells. Let's get it, guys. Let's get to 12. Oops, excuse me, I did it with the dumbbell deadlift first. Let's get it. Bend press. 1. That's just to show you the clean and press. Here we're going to add it all together. Bend press. Catch set. All right, so here's some variations, guys. If you want to make this a little bit more, as you do your clean and press, come on your tippy toes a little bit. On the tippy toes, come back down to that deadlift. And if you want a little bit more, if you don't feel like hitting on those tippy toes, we can add a row. So we just saw me do that very first one. So we can bend press and then row. Depending on how much you want to work your back, mid or lower back, you can come wider or narrow with that row. Nice work, guys. We got about 4 or 5 more. Show me your best form. Solid core, keep it nice and tight. Eye gaze is forward. Alrighty. Let's drop the weight, nice and slow. Little twist of the back here. Big stretch up. Open the arms up. This is your opportunity to grab some small sips of water. We'll do another quick form check so I can show you those movements again. Then we're going to go to our second round of it, our clean and press with our deadlift with our dumbbells. All right, so form check. Again, when you're operating with your clean and press, this is a great movement to do with dumbbells or a barbell in your local fitness center. So, bend, press, catch, set. Now you'll see me doing this, that twist with my arm. That's called supination, right? That little twist there, that's called supination. It's going to allow for more activation of our bicep muscles and our shoulder muscles as we lift up. So if you want to add a little bit more to your workout, feel free to do that little twist. It looks just like this. Bend, press with a twist, rotate back in front. So forearm facing you, forearm away from you, forearm facing you. And again, to our deadlift, a big hinge from the hip there. Hinge from the hip. You're not dropping to the floor. No twerking here. Strong back, long, strong back, all the way up. Down and up. Feet are just about hip distance away. Good break for you guys. Let's get back to it. Second set of 12. We're going to go to our clean and press and our deadlift before we go to our next exercise. Let's hit it. Bend press, catch set. That's a big one. That's 2. Breathe and give yourself control. Good form. This is not about how deep your squat is. I'm not worried about can you go all the way low. No, I want to see good form, okay? Bend press, catch set. Smooth deadlift. All right, so again, this is going to be 2 sets of 12 with this movement here. 3 more. Last 2 coming up. And one last one here. Excellent work, guys. Slowly drop your weights. Repeat those stretches. Arms up to the ceiling. Big stretch. Elbows lead the way back and down. Big stretch up, arms up to the ceiling. Elbows lead the way back and down. On the third one, we twist from the right to the left. Rotate slightly. Feel a release in the lower back. Fill those lungs up with air. Coming up. Opposite side. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, so our next movement is going to be for the upper body. We're going to be doing our dumbbell wide row to our narrow row. So for these ones, you're going to want your lighter dumbbells. So for me, I'm going to be using 5s. I would say maybe nothing more than an 8, because we're putting a lot of, we're going to be putting the pressure on our levers, our shoulders, and nothing too heavy to drop the shoulders and take us out of good form. So here's your form setup as you watch. Gonna bring my camera a little bit closer. Alrighty, guys. So we're gonna be hinging this movement, okay? The same way. Imagine these are groceries. Your hands are full of groceries, you need to close your car door. We're gonna use our tush to close the car door. So, boom, that's our form. We've got a nice long spine. The eye gaze is forward. The shoulders are not to the ears. They're nice and long. We're going to go right into a wide row, and we're going to a narrow row. So facing you now, our wide row is coming out wide, just like so. If that is too much, stronger bend in the elbow. So you can either go bend it for a modification or wider for those who don't need the modification, want a little progression, okay? So let's stay here again. Long spine, shoulders away from the ears. And we're gonna shoot for 15 of either version with the bend or wider row, okay? 15, long spine, your lighter weights in your hand, or you can use, again, your cans of green beans or your water bottles for those that don't have the weights. And we're going to a smooth 15. Let's hit our 15. 1, 2, 3. You guys keep counting. I'm going to do a little talking. 4. So as you're modifying or as you're doing this workout, if I'm showing you a modification, feel free to incorporate it at any point in the workout. So if you're doing standard right now, and I'm like, hey, I want to keep going, I have more in me, but I don't want to stop, swap, just like I did here. See, I'm going from now to modified. These last 4 or 5 will be our full version. Last 2, and last 1. Nice work, come on up. Roll those shoulders out. Feel the warmth of the shoulders. So we're gonna add on to that again because we're gonna make sure we're doing everything as a compound movement, 2 parts. So we're gonna go from the wide row to a dumbbell narrow row. So we're gonna set up the exact same way. We're gonna do that nice long stance. Feet just outside the hips. Pushing the butt back to extend and close the door of our car because our hands are full of groceries. Long spine, shoulders away from the ear. And we're gonna do our front row, or our narrow row. So I'm gonna face you. I'm gonna drop the weights in this so you can see a little bit better, okay? You're gonna come in angle with your body. So if your eye gaze is forward, your shoulders and ears are away, you're not lifting any higher than your lower part of your ear. Lift, drop, keeping everything aligned. If I'm using both hands, boom, they come here. If I'm facing you, they look just like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? We're gonna go for the same 15 here. Oh no, he's a madman. I am a madman. Mad for fitness. Dumbbells in your hand, shoulders with a big roll up, back, and down. Hinge from the hip. Alrighty, we're gonna do our front raises. Nice 15. It's not about how fast you can go, right? I don't wanna see this. We want muscle movement, not momentum. So control the weights, control the muscle. Don't let ego get into the way. If it's too heavy, drop the weight, grab a water bottle, grab your arms. Movement is key. I'm gonna say that's about 6. You guys should keep moving as I'm talking. Nice work. Keep breathing. Another 4. All right, guys, nice work. Take a quick break. Get some water if you need to. Shake out those arms, shake out those legs. All right, so in order to stretch out really quickly, hinge from the hips. These are called soup coolers. Just stretch the arms, circle them around in front of you. Keep your core nice and tight. And we're gonna do the same thing we did with our last exercise. Excuse me, guys. We're gonna combine the 2 now. So we're gonna do our wide row to our narrow row. And we're gonna alternate between. We are not gonna do all 15 and then all 15 like we did with the first set. We're gonna go wide, narrow, wide, narrow for a total of 10. Yes, 10. We're gonna really feel that workout and really feel the burn. So we're gonna do another quick camera adjustment, please, if you will. When you are ready, grab your dumbbells. Oopsie, you can't see my head. Alrighty, hinging from the hip. It's gonna look just like this, guys. This is your setup one. So just watch. We're gonna go from wide, narrow, wide, narrow, okay? So wide, narrow 1, wide, narrow 2, wide, narrow 3, etc., 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 until we get to that beautiful number of 10. Okay, let's get to it. We'll do this twice in a row. Find your good form. Shoulders go up, shoulders go back and down. Your chest is inflated, nice and proud. Your core is tight. You're hinging from the hip. Nice long spine. We're counting to 10. Somebody help me keep count. Let's do it. So 1 wide, that's 1. 1, let's do 2. Keep your core nice and tight. Protect your low back. Don't allow it to round up. Push it out, long spine. Breathe. Remember, muscle movement, not momentum. This is not a race. I don't want to see you just go, woo. I want to see you control the weight. And that means if I got to drop the weight to support my body, I will do just that. For example, if it's too heavy, I'm going to grab my water bottle. And I'm going to do the same thing with my water bottle. Because I know how to modify to protect my body. Another 2 or 3. Let's get to it. Wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide, narrow. Excellent work, guys. We are at 220 calories so far, baby. Let's do it. All right, so let's get to the floor, our floor play. Camera adjustment here. Bear with me, bear with me. All right, so we've got 60 seconds of core work. Three really nice movements, things that you can do at home. These are nice big burners. So these are going to be called pressure pikes. So if you're on the ground, come with me on the ground at this point. You can take your shoes off if you'd like. You can leave them on. So when we set ourselves up on the ground, you're gonna want to immediately put your hands behind your shoulders, like I am now, like we're relaxing. No, this is going to take the work out of our core and put it into our shoulders. And I want the emphasis to be in the core. So we're going to, first things first, move our arms forward. It's going to require us to use our core to keep us up. So we've gone from not engaging the core to fully engaging the core, okay? If we got to bend the knees to keep them, to help us out, we'll do so. Excuse me. Right or left leg, whichever one you prefer. We're going to stack them on top of each other. This is modified. This is called our pressure pike, and this is our modified version of it. With your arms in front of you as close to your knees as possible to give you support, you can brace them up like so to help you stay forward. You're going to lift your top leg. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to get really good core engagement, the obliques and the front abs as well, okay? And then if you want the full version, again, bring your arms forward. We're going to lift for not one leg, but both. Nice and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down. So we're going to be here for a minute total, 30 seconds with each leg on top. That's going to bring us our full minute, and then we're going to give ourselves a quick break, and we'll repeat the movement, okay? So let's set ourselves up for these are called our pressure pikes. We're on the ground. Remember, bring your hands from behind your shoulders like this. Relaxing. Nope, we're not in relax mode, we're in fitness mode. Hands up forward near your knees. Nice long spine, shoulders away from the ears. Bring whichever foot you want on top. Shoes are optional. And we're going to go for 30 seconds. Starting now, let's go. This is our modified version again. Only lifting the top leg because this is a killer workout. It's not about how high you lift it. Look, you don't need to be lifting up all the way to the ceiling. If your movement's even a centimeter, even if it's 1 inch, we're working on continuously building ourselves up. So take your time through the movement. It's not about how much you're moving your leg up. Okay? We've got about another 10, 15 seconds here. This is the full version if you need to see it again. Breathe. Okay, we're going to swap the leg. I'm going to swap sides just to make it a little bit easier for me. One leg on top of the other. Again, our hands are not here. They're here. And we're going for another 30 seconds. Or modify as you need. You're going to start feeling the work on the top of the quad here. Like, oh, Calvin, my legs are burning. You're doing it the right way. Your core and your legs. You're going to be lifting your hips and you're going to be lifting with your hips. So you're definitely going to be feeling that work in that quad, okay? That's normal. And rest. All right. Quick challenge pose. Release the back out. Stretch forward. Oh, yeah. Stretch those arms out. All right. So that's not it. That was just round 1. We're going to do that again, okay? We're going to set ourselves up again. Another minute. This time it's a minute of all work. So get some water if you need to. Continue to stretch out your spine. your core. Light twist to the back and hold, just like I am on my knees. Swap sides, light twist. And then we're gonna set ourselves back up into it, okay? Alrighty, we're setting ourselves back up. These are our pressure bikes. One leg on top of the other, right over left, left over right, whichever way you want to start. Doesn't bother me at all. Hands are forward. We're not slouching our back. Nice, strong, proud back. If you have a yoga block and you need one to support, put your tushy on there, and then only lift the top leg. It's a lot harder to do that when you're on this, but that may give you the extra support you need. That's an option, but we won't need it just there. 30 seconds. Starts now. Breathe. So a nice long spine. Keep working. I can see you there at home. Big smile. These are sucky. These are torturous. But this is going to give us our summer body. Another 5 seconds. We're going to swap the legs, swap the sides. Quick swap. If we can go for the full variation, let's do full. Guys, that was only 5 seconds. We got a brutal 25 seconds left. Keep up the good work. Remember, modify as necessary. I like to do 5 modified, 5 full if I can stand it. Let me see your best work. Breathe through it. Good form only. 3, 2, 1. Rest out. Nice work, guys. Again, you can hit your child's pose here. Bring the butt to the heel, heel to the butt. Head down, stretch out. Push the hips into the mat. Good bit of really stretch if you need it. All right, guys, so we're going to stick with our core challenge. We'll do a recap of everything we've done so far afterwards, after we're finished with our core. We're going to go to what's called a walking bear. So you're going to set up by getting on all fours. Knees, if you need to support your knees as you guys are at home. Some of us have mats, some of us don't. If you have a mat, you're feeling the tension in your knees, go ahead and double them up. Double or triple them up as needed, just like so, to support your knees, okay? We want to take as much pressure out the knees as needed. If not, you're good to go. Alrighty, so we're going to make sure we have wrist, elbow, shoulder alignment. We're not here like this. We're going to be completely aligned, like so. Our knees are right under our hips, they're stacked. We've got them open, just like so that there's a little space in between the knees, or I'm not narrowed. I've got hips worth between my knee and my legs. And my toes are going to be planted on the ground. They're not laid out flat there, keeping me adjusting the ground. All we're going to do is lift off 2 inches off the ground. This is your modified version for the folks at home. 30 seconds of just this. We're going to lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. But our lifts, we're going to be holding it for 3 seconds. So it'll be 30 seconds total, 3 rounds with 3-second hold. So 1, 2, 3 down. That was 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. So we'll get ourselves up. If you're wanting a little bit more, you're going to do what's called a walking bear. So the same setup, hand wrist shoulder alignment, feet into the ground. You're going to lift up, nice 90-degree angle, and you're going to go out, out, in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to be moving for the entire 30 seconds while we're holding, okay? Or while we're just going up and down. So find yourself in your form, wrist, elbow, shoulder alignment. Let's get to it. Another 5 seconds and we'll set up. 3, 2, 1. Let's do modified first. 1, 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, down. This is your modified version. Let's continue modified. Up, 2, 3. Eye gaze is forward. 2, 3. Up, 2, 3. We're about halfway there with our total of 10 because we're doing about 30 seconds. Up, 2, 3. I'm going to show you the progressed version. If you want more, after this one, I'm going to show you how to get a little bit more out of this workout. We're going to go walking. Up, out, and in. Out, and in. Our butt didn't go up. They stayed nice and leveled. So if you feel like your hips are rising, Check yourself out in the camera and make sure you got a flat table, flat back, tabletop back. Let's continue on, another 3 seconds. 2, 1. Let's rest it out here. Excellent work there, excellent work there, excellent work. We're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna take the talking out of it. We're just gonna work. You choose which option you want best for yourself. I'm gonna alternate. Every other one will be either a modified or the full progression one. And so you guys will just keep it, if you're gonna be staying with me, just know that I'll be swapping between the full version and the modified version just about every other set, okay? Let's do it. We're here for a minute total. A minute total. Rest where you need to. Stretch those arms up if you got to. Wrist, elbow, shoulder alignment. Big breath in. Modified to full. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Down. 2, 3. Out. In. 3, 2, 1. Down. Out. In. And if this is too much, remember we're just going up and we're just going down. I'm alternating so that way you guys can see both sides of the movement. All right, let's get back to our pair. We've got about 20 seconds left. Short rest, or excuse me, roll out those shoulders if you need to. Open the arms up if you need to. Don't stop. Get back into it. Our last 10 seconds starts now. Nice work, team. Nice work. Big roll of the shoulders. Open those arms up. Nice big stretch through. Let's do that again here. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick adjustment of the camera, and we're gonna go through all of our movements that we went through for the day. Total of 6 movements. With our dumbbells in hand, we're gonna go for 2 sets of 12s. That's what we did in the first part of our workout, with our dumbbell clean and press to our deadlift. Excuse the camera, guys, let me back up some. Our clean and press, remember this. Bend, press, catch, set to our deadlift, hinge, stand. All together, the movement looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, again. Bend, press, catch, set, hinge, stand. If you're wanting a little bit more of that workout, we're gonna lift on our toes as we press. And we're going to add a row, wide or narrow, when we do our deadlift. So it looks like this if you want a little bit more. Bend, press on the tippy toes, catch, set, row, wide or narrow. Again, a little bit more fluidly. 1, 2, 3, 4, wide or narrow row, 3, 4. This is if you wanted a little bit more. Nice work. We'll go to our second exercise, our dumbbell wide row to our narrow row. We're gonna want our smaller weights for this one, guys. So we're gonna show again the wide to narrow row with our smaller dumbbells. Remember, we're gonna be doing, again, this is gonna be 2 sets of 10 for this one here. Our wide to narrow side view. Coming up nice and wide, wrists, elbows, shoulders, long spine, shoulders away from the ear, core is braced. Wide, narrow, wide, narrow, front view, wide, narrow, wide, narrow. Perfect. And then back to us on the ground here. Let's show you that core work again. Going in from our walking bear to our pressure pikes. For our pressure pikes, remember, we're on the ground. Our hands are not behind our butt, but they are near our knees. Our fingers and knees are great friends in this workout. We're going to put the right over left or the left over right. And we're going to either lift the top foot or both feet off the ground. Modified is just the top, top, top. It does not matter how high you're lifting that top leg. Even if it's this much, that's a whole workout. Own that, own that. We're gonna work to keep it higher and lift higher as we progress. So whether you're here or here, great work. To show the full movement. Here, breathe. That's your full movement. 30 seconds, and then swap the leg. 30 seconds, and swap the leg. Going into our final core movement, which is our walking bear or tabletop plank. Wrist, elbow, shoulder alignment. Our knees are slightly open away from the hips. Tabletop, eye gaze forward, nice long spine. 3-second hold release for 10 times, a total of 30 seconds. This is modified bear. Boom. 3, 2, 1, down. Breathe, collect yourself. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. If you're wanting a little bit more out of this workout, we're going to go to our walking bear, which is our out, out, in. Same setup, wrist, elbow, shoulder alignment. Hips are nicely open, squared, eye gaze forward. We lift out, out, in. We don't touch the ground with this one. We're staying floating. That means our knees are not on the ground. Rest. All right, again, let's get to a cool down. You guys have definitely earned it. I hope you enjoyed your workout today. Please, please, please favorite, save this, and be on the lookout for our regularly scheduled workouts weekly on our live stream. But before we get there, let's cool down. Just gonna do another camera adjustment. All right, guys, where you are. Big stretch up. Hold at the top. Thank you so much for joining me today. Working out an hour a day is literally 1/24th of your day. And you decide to spend that 1 hour with me or this 45 minutes with me, and I want to say thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Hope there was something that you learned from this that you can take away. 2 more big stretches up. Elbows either way down. On this last one here, we're going to hold it at the top a little bit longer. Up and hold. All right, my favorite part of this is when we share a big smile. So here's my big smile for you. Show me your big smile. You got to get close to the camera. You can smile bigger than that. I know you can. That's the smile I want to see. Arms down, right over left or left over right. A lot of big movements for our shoulders and our arms today. So let's make sure we stretch them out properly. Bring that same arm up over your body. If you'd like, you can try to reach behind and connect the fingers if you can. I can only barely do it. If not, just come back in front, pull slightly. Same thing, opposite arm, across the body. Breathe in nice and slow. Fill the lungs up with air. Take it behind you. If you can, like I said, reach behind. I can only get my little fingers there. Big rolls of the shoulders, 10 backwards. This is 3. Really get the tension out from those wide rows, those narrow rows, those clean and presses. 3 more. 2. Forward. Big 10. This is 3. 4. Continuously breathing, filling up those lungs. 3, 2, 1. Bring your ear to your side of the shoulder. And just let your head hang. Breathe in. Bring the chin to the chest. Elongate the spine. If you can, try to connect the chin to the chest. Excellent. And we're going to swap the ear. Bring your ear to your shoulder. Just let your head hang. Feel the stretch at the side of the neck. Nice work. Coming up, we're going to hinge from the hip. Hinging from the hip forward. No dumbbells, no weights in the hand. We're going to go to a nice flat back. Long spine. Eye gaze forward. You can rest your hands on your on your thighs, right above your knees if you'd like. Otherwise, just keep them long, let them hang. Roll the spine up nice and slow. Nice work. And we're going to go to some hip circles, really work out our hips from those pressure pikes. So with your knee, make some circles, inward and outward. So 5 inward. Now we're going to go outward. Nice work, gang. Remember, hold that belly button. That's what I was doing there, holding my belly button to keep me balanced. Otherwise, the wall is your friend. Big knee circles for those hips with those pressure pikes. Nice work today. Reverse the circle. 3, 4, 5. One last stretch together, guys. I know my class is the same way with one big stretch and one big smile. So let's come on down. Hold at the top. Come really close. Share the best smile with the best people. That's you guys right there at home. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Calvin. I will see you later in this week. Come down to the fitness center and check us out.